84. Joining us on the phone right now, my pleasure to talk to someone we've talked to before a couple of times, John Monds from Georgia Libertarian Party. Good morning to you, sir.
Morning, Frank. How are you?
Pretty good. What's how's this? Now you're running for governor, is that right?
That's correct.
All right. Well, we just had a kind of a recent shakeup there. It looks like we've had Casey Cagle decided last week that he is going to bow out. He's lieutenant governor, Republican side. Obviously, he's going to stay around as lieutenant governor, run for that again. But how do you see that maybe shaking up the race there?
Well, it doesn't really change what I want to do and what I want to bring to the voters. Maybe on the Republican side, that kind of puts them in a little flux. But, hey, I'm going to run the race that I got in to run.
Okay. Fair enough. Now, well, let's talk about what you're doing out there, because now you had a statewide convention. Was that this past weekend?
Yes, it was this Saturday.
Okay. What came of that? Sort of take us blow by blow. What happened there at the Libertarian Party convention for the state of Georgia?
Well, in the first part of the session, we take care of party business, looking at the bylaws and the platform and making any adjustments to that. After that, we elect our statewide officers, and it went very smooth. We had a very excellent convention, and we bring in some speakers. Bob Barr spoke.
Okay.
He's our past presidential candidate in 2008, and also later in the evening, Wayne Allen Root, who was our vice presidential candidate, who's out of Nevada, came in and spoke to us, and he's already started his campaign for 2012.
Wow. Okay, so that was going on. Now, I know that, is it lp.org? Is that your website there for the national?
For national, yeah.
Okay.
lp.org, and for Georgia, it's lpgeorgiaspelledout.com.
Got it. Now, if you're now John Monds, you're running. Some people might know your name because you had a very good turnout for PSC commissioner that happened this past election.
Yes, I received over 1 million votes in that race, and that was the first time that any Libertarian candidate had ever surpassed that number, and the final totals wound out to be a national record for the party. So disappointed in not winning, but certainly happy with the results there.
Now, you did that, so if people are tuning in this morning going, okay, we know there's a convention this past week, and we know the governor's race is coming up, give us, go ahead and give us the a pitch or some of the platform ideas. Why should people vote Libertarian for a governor's candidate coming up in this next election?
Well, we are the party of principle, and we just don't talk it. We'd like to have the opportunity to walk the walk. We're for less government. We're for less taxes. We're for more individual freedom, and with that individual freedom, you have more individual responsibility. You know, why should people vote for a Libertarian candidate? Well, I'm going to lay out that case. I'm going to be talking about some of the issues that really concern folks around the state. The amount of taxation. We have to have some type of tax reform. I believe if you give people back more of their money, where our economy will automatically be stimulated. There'll be more businesses, doing well, hiring more people. So we have to make Georgia an inviting place for business, especially small businesses. We're looking at transportation. Anybody who goes up through the metro Atlanta area, it's a nightmare. Mm-hmm. And what is that concern for folks in rural Georgia? Well, a lot of business has to go through Atlanta, and a lot of trucks and commerce. So if they can't do that very efficiently, they probably look other places to take their business. So we have to find a way to relieve some of that congestion up there and make it easier for goods and services and equipment and food to be able to move through and around Georgia. Also, we're going to be looking at education. My team we're going to break down the budget. It's well up to 400 pages, and we're going to look at it item by item. But, education is key, and there has to be some kind of reform in education that's going to get us, off of pretty much the bottom of the stack nationwide. in our standing. So those are the type of things I'm going to bring to the people. My suggestions, I'm going to bring them from a perspective that's more free market, free enterprise. So I'm excited. I'm really excited about the race.